I started off day 23 with some farming. After that was done, I moved the villagers in against their will. Now that I'm thinking about go in, the trading market actually worked exactly as I planned. And I also got trades on the villagers I had. On the morning of day 24, I saw this roof was way too flat, so I extended it out one block. And after pushing it back for so long, I finally got back to finding these blocks. And after breaking it 4 blocks, these guys was for me to just throw my trident, run around in circles, and go back and pick it up. And in the end, it managed to work. One of the nether blocks. Maybe even I could get some netherite. And apparently it spawns piglets, but this was just the beginning of turning to the worst. Well, I guess I said that too soon. It also spawns obsidian, so maybe later I could go in the nether. I then made a blast furnace to turn my villager into an armor smith. This would be the easiest way to get diamond armor. But this process is going to take a while. I need a lot of emeralds.
Some recipes taste better when they're prepared together. Just enough happiness, a pinch of fun, and finally, a delicious touch. Because Nutella always adds something tasty. Nutella, wake up to wow.
Even with 41 emeralds, I only upgraded her once. But it's okay, because Minecraft made up for it by giving me more netherite. And apparently hoglins spawn too. Why would this ever be a thing? Why would they ever put this in one block? I almost died. Everything was almost lost. This guy went rampaging everywhere. He almost killed my llama. Oh, it really wasn't that hard. I think I was overreacting. Alright, these blazes were really bad. I tried to run away in these so I could heal, but in doing so, they managed to burn the trading market. So I had no choice, and I had to go in and attack. The only thing I could do was block it with my shield and continuously attack them. This managed to work, but by the time it did, the trading post had already been burned down. I quickly tried to put the fire out so it would do minimum damage. In the end, a lot of it was burned, but it was still fixable. It was a new day, but it still wasn't over. A gas spawned right in front of me. But before it destroyed too much, I managed to run inside and try to think of a plan. But again, my only choice was to run outside and try to get it to destroy as little things as possible. Never mind, apparently it didn't want to bug me. And after that, one of the best chests spawned. I got some netherite and a lava bucket. I've been playing Minecraft for years, and yeah, I still don't know how to make a cobblestone generator. My luck just got even worse. Another gas spawned, and then the other one came back to double team me. Alright, that was way too close. I can't let that happen again. Day 29 didn't start off so great either. I kept on getting attacked by a lot of mobs. But luckily, I was able to block myself in and heal up. A creeper was also able to sneak up behind me and blow up. You know, One Block, you're really pushing your luck here. Well, after that, for the rest of the day, I was just leveling up the villager. On day 30, I came up with this amazing idea to create a contraption where the mobs couldn't attack me. If they tried chasing me, they would just get stuck in the water flow. And for most of day 30, I really just made the island bigger and put fences around it. Day 31 started off like every normal day. I did some farming, and just did a bit of chores around the island. Hey, this chest isn't too bad. Now I'm stacking up on that blaze powder so I can make slenderites. Alright, these hoglins aren't too bad, but when they randomly spawn and start hitting you, it is terrifying. And speaking of terrifying, I had to be really careful with this one, because there's a lot of mobs that could hurt me and my builds. But I realized there was nothing I could do about the builds, so I used the plan we formed earlier to kill them. This was a long and stressful fight, but in the end, I managed to win. I guess things weren't too bad, because in this chest I got a witherhead. That's only 2 more to go. And I'm not the only one that puts it on my head like this, right? No, it's just me, isn't it? It's just me. Alright, now we know wither skeletons can spawn too. That's good for later. And apparently so can netherite scraps. I didn't even see it at first, that's how amazed I was. Now I finally had enough to make an ingot, so I grabbed my gold and went to make it. Now that I think of it, it's kinda sad. I have more netherite than diamonds. Hey, well now I know my trap works. Kind of. A gas spawn too, but I really wasn't worried because I was getting really good at this. Then I traded some sticks to the villagers. I then used these emeralds to upgrade my armor smith. I did finally make a chest plate. Ah, yes, this is a beautiful sight. But this is 100 times better. Now knowing that I'm better protected, I started focusing on making the island bigger. And at the end of day 33, I finally upgraded her to her next level. And in return, she makes me sell her diamonds to get emeralds? Are you crazy? Oh, thank God. It's about time. I swear I was in the nether phase for years. And this is the best chest I've ever seen. Really, 3 netherite scraps. I took the remaining netherite scrap from earlier and the gold and made another ingot. I was extremely happy. Yeah, I'm not going to be anyone's bitch anymore. And phase 8 was... You know what? I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. I mean, as long as I get goods from it. And... Ooh. And thanks for the bee nest, I guess. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but thanks. Alright, I love this level. It's giving me diamonds and emeralds. I love it. Okay, now I see why you gave me the bee nest. Alright, this will be really useful. My plan now was to get as much fruit from this as possible. Because if you didn't know, honey is one of the best fruits for filling up your saturation. And this level really wasn't too hard. The hardest thing that it spawned was some angry bees. I honestly think this phase was just a break because of what we experienced in the nether. Okay, now they're stuffing me up with a lot of good stuff. I'm kind of scared of what the next level is going to be. But also, it is diamonds, so can I really complain? Now that I think about it, Drippy the turtle was the only pet I've had since day 1. That hasn't died, of course. I then checked on my chicken farm, and it was also coming together. Alright, I'm prepared. I've had really bad encounters with... Why is it only bees? Are you serious? This is what the mon... Anyways, here's some footage of me getting some diamonds. I also got this book and quill, and made this beautiful poem. This poem makes me cry. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I used to have no food, but I promise you I will have the biggest chicken farm you've ever seen. I made a composter so I could have a farming villager. I really wanted to upgrade him to the point where he sold me melons. I can make a lot of emeralds from this. And to upgrade him that much, I would need a lot of wheat. So while my wheat grew, I made a place where I could breed the villagers. But then I realized you need beds to breed them, and I had no sheep to do that. Well, I hope we get lucky and get a sheep spawn one day. Also, none of the bees would go in my hives, so with this anger, I just killed the bees. I got a diamond and got really excited because I thought I could make some leggings, but it turned out I needed one more. And the finishing chest of this level really wasn't that good, but hey, saddle, am I right? I do have a really cool looking zombie horse now. Phase 9 was the desolate land, and this actually was really useful because I had a lot of blocks that I could use for building later. And it also gave me the last diamond I needed to make some leggings. Full netherite armor, here I come. And I got the crap scared out of me when these guys spawned. But with netherite armor, these guys really didn't last long. And apparently charge creepers could spawn too. And you can tell from this footage I was not having it. I was very terrified of this guy. And that wasn't the end of the bad news either, because now evoke can spawn. And I'm telling you, with just an iron axe, these guys are a pain. And just like the charge creeper, I was not going to deal with this, so I just murdered them. But out of it, I did get some totals of undying. And it took me all of day 39 to beat these little brats, but I did it. But day 40 is a new day, and it was a good one too, because we got fortune. So right away, I made an anvil and put this enchant on my pickaxe. And that was really all I did on day 40, except for sorting my inventory in my chests. Day 41 started off with the monster party. And I don't know if it's my armor or anything, but these seem to be getting easier. Alright, I take it back. I am so lucky that Vex missed. If that hit me, this world would have been gone. So about half of day 41 was me running around in circles drinking honey trying to gain health. If this is only day 42, I'm kinda scared to see how many chests I have by day 100. It was day 42 and I still had iron armor. So I went to the traders and traded everything I had. I collected as many emeralds as possible and then traded them to the armorsmith. This caused the villager to become an expert and I finally got diamond armor. But sadly, I ran out of emeralds and I would need to get them later. Okay, I know it sounds weird, but I'm really happy the evokers are spawning. It's free totems of undying. My chicken empire was getting bigger, but there was a lot more work to be done. And with every single last piece of what I had, I made some sticks and got as many emeralds as I could and got the diamond armor. My shoe's looking kinda fresh though. And I used the spare emeralds I had left to upgrade it to masters. I also got this evoker focus spawn egg I got from a chest, and I just spawn killed it for a free totem. I then made more sticks, and got enough emeralds to get the last piece of armor I needed. So with the saved leftover diamonds I had, I made an enchanting table. On day 44, I started on the melon farm I talked about earlier. Yeah, this is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. I only have one seed. And I stared at it immensely for a while. A very long time. Very. No way! Now he is a friend! I really am starting to go crazy. I don't know how much longer I can handle this. After 10 days, we did it. We made it to the last level. My chicken empire was starting to grow huge, too. The final stage was the end. When I finished this stage, I would have to fight the final boss. I knew it was coming soon, because in these chests, it was giving me a lot of good stuff. But I'll take a free netherite any day, and my watermelon farm is actually starting to come together now. The generator spawned endermen that didn't attack back, so it was really easy getting ender pearls. I have 4 ender eyes now, only 8 more to go. I really wanted an easy way to make emeralds, and right now, selling melons to the villagers wouldn't work because I don't have silk touch. So what I came up with was to make an automatic bamboo farm. If you didn't know, you can make bamboo into sticks. It's easy and simple to make too. So on day 48, I started getting to work. These droppers are what's going to be used to transfer the bamboo into the chests. These rails is what will make the minecart go forward and backward collecting the bamboo. Wow, that turned to night fast. Well, anyways, on day 49, I got straight back to work. And I spent all of day 49 getting the rest of the materials I needed and finishing the build. So basically how this works is the observers are going to see that the bamboo has grown, and this is going to force the pistons to break the bamboo. And the melon farm actually works pretty great too. Now all I need is silk touch. And after mining this obsidian forever, I got a treat. In this chest, I got some dragon breath. When I first saw this chest, I got really excited because I saw an enchanting book, but it was everyone's favorite enchantment, fire protection. It's only been like 2 days in this end phase, and I already have enough ender eyes. This is going pretty good. Then a monster party happened, and I'm gonna be honest, this monster party was kinda like the other one. It was in between hard and easy. The only thing I struggled with was the shulkers, but luckily I had a lot of high things to land on. It says a monster watcher has vanished, so apparently I've been getting stalked already. But I don't know if I want diamonds more, or these little things to go! And day 53 was gonna be productive. I was gonna do so many things. Well, I'll just let this speak for itself. Wandering villagers always have the best trades. Free leads! I really don't know why I was saving up these diamonds. I already had full armor, so I just decided to make tools out of them. On day 54, we got to add a new disc to the collection. And the rest of day 54 through 57 was torture. Nothing happened. All I did was break the single block thousands of times. No monster parties, no diamonds, no nothing. But it was definitely made up for on day 58. I had finally done it. I had beat all 10 levels and the ender portal had spawned. But before putting the eyes in, I realized I wasn't ready. None of my stuff was enchanted. So I quickly started preparing. I got all the leather I had and got all the paper. I then crafted them into books and then turned them into bookshelves. But I didn't have enough paper, so for the rest of day 58, I got a bunch of sugarcane. I turned them all into bookshelves and I actually had the perfect amount. After that, I placed them around my enchanting table, and there we go, level 30 enchants. And here's what I got on all my stuff. Fire Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, and Thorns 2. And on my leggings, I got so lucky and got Fire Protection 4. On my axe, I got Efficiency 3 and Unbreaking 3. My bow got Unbreaking 3, Power 3, and Punch 1. And I real quickly decided to make another diamond pickaxe to just see what I could get on it. My pickaxe was actually really good, with Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and Fortune 2. And finally, on my diamond sword, I got Looting 2, Sharpness 3, and Knockback 2. I also made sure to take 2 totems and some golden apples. And on day 60, I had everything I needed, and more. I had finally done it. I had beat the boss that took me 10 stages and hours to beat. To go up to this one moment. It had all been worth it. I then took the torch, placed it under the dragon egg, and took it home. And the most beautiful moment? The credits. I'm just kidding, who cares? On day 61, I filled up the giant hole we had on the ground. And broke the chest to see what would happen after the last phase. The new phase was the after phases, and this basically had every single thing that we had in every single phase. Including mobs. On day 62, I got a grindstone to unenchant my leggings and boots since those enchants weren't very good. And then I went to go enchant them. Oh, I missed you, chickens. On day 63, I was curious to see if you could go into the nether, so I built the portal. And the moment of truth, you can. And lucky enough, I spawned in a pretty safe area too. But even with netherite, I was still too scared to explore, so I went back. Ha! I just beat the ender dragon. You think a monster party can stop me? Alright, maybe it can burn my house down. Since earlier in the series I used all my wood to get sticks, I used the rest of day 64 getting wood from my tree farm. After waiting so long, I did it. I got the sheep eggs I needed to make the beds. I made a bigger area to where I could put the sheep farm in. And by the end of day 65, I was done. And on day 66, I spawned them in. But there was one bad thing. They were different colors. But luckily I had bone meal and this was an easy fix. And I think this is the happiest I've ever been for having sheep. We made a boat so we could start moving the villagers into the breeder. But this villager was so used to his illegal confined home that he just wanted to go back. And about 2 minutes later, I managed to get him in though. I started off day 68 with breeding the sheep. And for now, all I can make is 2 beds, but it will have to do for now. Take the bread. Quincy, Bob, have fun. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but my timing's on point. God, it only took you half a day, but yo, Jaquiqui is here. Why are you looking at me like that? You come up with a better name then. It's day 70 and I still don't have a house yet. So I started creating more space and building out an area to where I could put it. I also changed my farm up a little bit, making half of it carrots and half of it wheat. The carrots would help a lot with breeding the villagers. And after getting a good chunk of carrots, I got Quincy and Bob to breed again. Have you never heard the song, Jimmy? No more monkeys jumping on. This house I was building was small, but it needed a lot of materials, so it took me 4 days to get all of them. So straight away on day 76, I started getting to work on the house. For this house, I really wanted to go for the Japanese style. For this build, I really didn't want to go all crazy and stuff. I just wanted it to be a comfy little home. And by the end of day 76, I had the foundation all done. So on day 77, I got started on the first floor. And the roof style I'm going for is going to be really complicated, but let's see how it goes. I'm telling you, these roofs had all the twists and turns you'll ever see in your entire life. But this is the simple part. And hey, these roofs are actually looking pretty good. Wow, I'm actually impressed. This house is looking exactly how I imagined it. And now the roofs are finally done. There we go. And now that the roof's done, it's time to decorate the inside. And in my notes, all it says for day 79 is open and shut door. This is what I did for the rest of the day. But on day 80, I finished the bottom floor and got started on the top floor. I don't know what it is about this house, but it feels really comfy. And can't forget the storage. I'm such an idiot. On day 81, I went to go check up on the sheep, and at first I was really confused because I wondered why none of their wool had grown. But then I remembered that you actually need them to eat grass for it to grow. It's been like 20 days. I tried searching through all my chests to see if I had one grass block, but I didn't have anything. So the only thing I could do was go to the enchanting table and hope I got lucky to get self-touch. Never mind, I got it first try. Okay then. Alright, the grass cinder is placed down, so now all we need to do is play the waiting game. And this bed was all I needed to finish the house. Now it's done. Oh, here's your free bed, and oh, could you please breathe for me? Also, if you're playing Minecraft Hardcore, don't forget to sleep, because things like this happen. And all of this. I'm lucky we had an iron golem to keep the villagers safe. Yup, definitely do not let this happen, because I spent 2 whole days trying to fix my island from this. Don't let this happen. After this, I decided I was done with stress. So for the rest of these days, I decided I was going to chill out and have fun. I didn't do anything really important, but I did fix up a couple of things to make things look better. And Iron Golem, you will need to... We did it. I survived 100 days and 1 block. Thank you guys video, a sub would mean a lot because I spent 55 plus hours making this video. Also, if you want to see it 200 days, make sure to get this video to 50k likes. That's all for today's video. See you guys next time.
Alright guys, you ready to play superheroes?
Oh yeah, dude, but I'm the Joker.
I'm Batman.
I want to be Batman.
No, Cody, I'm always Batman. You have to be someone else. Be Robin.
I don't want to be stupid, stinky, ugly, dumb Robin.
Okay, well, then you choose someone. We can't be Batman.
Oh, Junior, I'm another Batman. We can both be Batman.
We both can't be Batman, Cody. There's only one Batman.
Yeah, that's against the rules, dude.
Yeah, it's against the rules.
Yeah, we can. Look, hey, Batman, it's me, other Batman.
No, you're one of those dumb Batmans that work on Times Square.
What?
Well, okay, Cody, look, we can both be Batman, but you're the Ben Affleck Batman. I'm Christian Bale.
Well, I don't want to be Ben Affleck Batman. He was fat.
Okay, well then don't be Batman. No, don't be Mexican Superman.
But, Junior, you always make me be Mexican Superman.
Mexican Superman's the coolest.
Yeah, Mexican Superman's awesome, dude. He always saves the day right in time to make it to his daughter's quinceañera.
He's so awesome.
All right, let's get this over with.
Okay.
I'm the bad guy, the Joker. You can't beat me as Batman.
Oh, well, you don't understand who I have as my secret weapon.
Oh,
Come on, say your thing.
Soy el Mexican Superman.
oh no, not Mexican Superman with Batman. My two arch nemesis, I'm outnumbered.
Yes, and you don't understand what he had up his sleeve. Say it.
Hot plate.
Oh, not a hot blade. Oh no, that's my weakness.
Yeah. Now hit him with the Baja Blast.
Oh,
You.
oh, Baja Blast. Oh, I'm melting, I'm melting.
Hey, now you better get out of here before you get the Gordita Crunch.
Oh, not the Gordito Crunch.
Yay, we saved the day!
Arriba.
All right, you want to watch TV or something?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's watch TV.
Hey there, have you ever wondered if you were related to someone famous? Well, now you can find out. Just call me at 1-800-FAMOUS-DNA-TESTERS.com, and I'll personally come to your house and tell you who you're related to. You might even be related to Jeff Bezos. Maybe he owes you some money. Maybe you're like a long-lost kid of his or something. Come find out.
Oh, guys, I want to get DNA tested. I want to see what famous person I'm related to.
I don't know, Junior. That place looks like a scam.
Yeah, I want to get tested too. I bet I'm related to Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
I know, right?
I bet I'm related to George Washington Carver.
Ooh,
Who's that?
The guy who invented peanut butter. Duh.
Oh, why would you be related to him?
because he's smoother than peanut butter. Duh.
Yeah, Cody, who do you think you're related to? A dork?
Dr. Dork.
Yeah, Robert E. Dork.
Professor Dork with a degree.
Yeah, Ulysses S. Dork.
Captain Dork with a ship.
Elon Muskie Dork. Yeah.
Dorky Dorky.
Yeah, I Dorky.
My life as a teenage dork bot.
Yeah.
These are just TV shows.
Dork and Josh. I Dorky.
Oh man, Dorky.
Dork's imaginary home for dorks.
Yeah.
What's it called? Cat Dork.
South Dork.
South Dork. Family Dork. Cinnamon Toast Dork.
Ricky Dorky.
Dorks. A bunch of I got one. This is the dork life of Zach and Dorky.
Oh,
On deck.
on deck, on deck.
Okay, I will get DNA tested just so I can prove I'm not a dork.
Oh yeah, let's call a doctor so we get DNA test. Dork.
Hey there, somebody call a doctor to get DNA tested?
Yeah, we saw the commercial and we want to do the test to see who we're related to.
Oh, it's really fun. You never know who you'll be related to. Like I did it, and my great-grandmother was Amelia Earhart.
Really?
Yeah, it explains why I'm so good at hide and seek. So bad at flying planes.
So how do we do it?
Well, you see these DNA sample tubes?
Yeah.
Well, you just take some bodily fluid and put it in the tube.
Okay, so I can spit in it?
Yeah, sure, or whatever else. It doesn't really matter.
Ooh, can I poop in it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, I know what I'm putting in there.
Alright, so after we put the stuff in there, then what happens?
I just run it back to the lab, then I'll have your results by the next scene.
Okay, I'm gonna spit mine. Oh man, guys, I can't wait for our test results to be ready.
All right, your test results are ready.
They're ready? Are they cool?
Oh, they're cool. All right, Cody, we're going to start with you. The most famous person you're related to is